Hey, so it's time for us to do our patriotic duty. Some of our friends over at USA Skateboarding hit us up. They got a contest coming up, and at this contest, the course is going to have a certain kind of rail that the team right now doesn't have currently to practice. So they hit us up. We're going to make one for them. Go Team USA. The rail is going to go on top of a foam box, something like that, and it'll be something like that. So we're going to put a couple of points on the ground, take some measurements, try to figure out what a good radius would be. That'll make the rail about 4 or 5 inches higher in the middle than from the ends, and then we'll cut out a template, and we'll use that template to match up when it's being roll bent. All right, so we measured 13 feet from that end right there to 13 feet here. Now we'll go straight out 13 feet. And it looks like we're about 6 inches. Let's try 13 and a half. 13 and a half would be somewhere in here. This piece of crap tape measure. 13 and 6 inches. Where are you? Oh, Jesus. All right. You know what I think about this tape measure? All right. Found a different tape measure. Hopefully this one works the way it's supposed to. Okay, so we're going to try 13 and a half feet, which is right there. Now put this in the middle. It's right around there. All right, yeah, that tape measure isn't all that bad. That might be too much still. Man, is this gonna be 14? Maybe. All right, I think we're just gonna go with 14. We'll get a 14-foot long piece of string, tie a marker to the end of it, and draw out a line and cut it and see what the template looks like. Hopefully that'll be it. And then we'll be all set for step 2. All right, well, that's close enough. All right, so now we're just gonna cut the template out. Just got it laid out on the table. We're just gonna use a razor blade and take it from there. So the pipe is rolled in the 14-foot radius. Now it's just time to cut it and go from there. We want to make sure we get the right height. The guys said 30 inches tall. on the outside, but I'm thinking they should probably come look at it because 30 inches on the outside makes it look kind of tall in the middle. But I ain't gonna be skating this, so I have no idea what it should be. So yeah, maybe we should get them to come look at it. All right, so turns out Liam is on his way to Australia right now. He's almost to LAX, so he's probably not going to be able to come over. So we're just going to go with it. He said it looks good. Now we just got to make the legs. Fits like a glove. We got the legs all welded up, but we want to make them removable. Make them attachable with a sleeve and bolts. We just got to line up where we want the bolts to line up at. Because the bolts are going to be pushing in. We want to make sure that they push in equally and that they're not going to teeter-totter when they get tightened. All right, well, we're finished. The legs are set up with the bolts. So you can take them apart. Now we just gotta weld it to the rainbow. All right, does it look lined up? Yeah. These are gonna be the last welds that we need to do for our patriotic duty for Team USA. Just do a couple tack welds and look at it, make sure everything's good.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Well, it's done. Just need to paint it. All right, so everything's finished. We ended up making another set of legs. This is the original height. And then we made another set that's 8 inches lower. Now the last step is just putting the decals on the legs. And we made a little Bubba guy. So regular people can skate this as well. Well, the USA Olympic team rail's done. Time to skate it. I gotta test it out, make sure it works right. But I'm gonna skate it with this. That's how they're going to be skating it.